Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt and we are back for some more Tyranny. We are back in our mountain spire because this is where we ended our quest with Verse, I believe. We need to confront the Voices of Nerat alongside Verse. It's cool. Speak with Graven Ash about Bardick's condition, try and remove his armor. Travel to the Bastard City. And finally we have a call to arms. Now, the one thing I was thinking about was... we have this quest to go and meet Graven Ash. We have a quest to go and meet Voices of Nerat. But we did have that quest from before, which was to gather evidence against either Graven Ash or Voices of Nerat, or actually both of them. But the entire time playing, it felt like you were going to have to, be on the side of one or the other. We even had an encounter with Tunon previously that alluded to that. So I think since we now have an option to go for either one or the other, and I'm guessing that some of them, especially the Voices of Nerat, are going to end in some kind of confrontation, I actually want to go to the Bastard City first to see like if there's gonna be a trial between the two of them, because if there is, I want to do that before I actually deal with one or the other. So we're gonna do that.
No other way.
We are going to travel to the Bastard City, into Tunon's court, and we're gonna see what happens. Because there's also the question of Bled and Mark, right? Because Bled and Mark had told us that he wanted to kill us. Not sure exactly what that's gonna do. He's no longer there. We do have a bunch of people over here. Ooh, face Tunon's judgment. Do we fight Tunon? Because again, we've kind of been spoiled that there would be a fight with him at some point because of the artifact abilities. Okay, so in case we do end up fighting Tunon, I will buff up. Do that, just the usual stuff here. Then do that. And I guess I'm gonna have him with mirror image. I'm not sure what Tunon does, but well, we'll see. For right now, I would prefer evasion, I think. And then buff with that on Verse and that on Verse. This might just be a waste of time, but well, we'll see. Do this followed by that, and you do this.
You got it.
There we are. Okay, let's quick save. And let's see what happens. Oh, okay. I buffed right in the in the correct place. No more proceedings will be held for today. This is an outrage. We demand to be heard. This decree is not subject to deliberation. The officers will escort you all out. I'm thinking my buff duration is wearing off during this cutscene anyway, so maybe it doesn't even make a difference.
Fatebinder, thank you for answering my summons. This could very well be the defining hour of the conquest.
Okay, so let's try to be respectful, because I think if I have the chance, I would like to deal with all of the Archons. Is he an Archon? I think he's an Archon, right? I'm not sure. But I would like to deal with all of the Archons and get them to fall under my power through subjugation, not by killing them. So I'm gonna bow to Tunon.
I first want to make it clear why we've assembled today. After the collapse of Vendrian's Well and the start of the Civil War, it became clear to me that there must have been some great fault on the part of the Archons. We come together to root out the source of our troubles and determine which of the Archons has sown more chaos during the war.
Right, so this is why I've been gathering evidence from Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat. I think the answer to that question is obvious, Adjudicator. Giving voice to it here is but a formality to confirm what we already know. Tunon turns to aim what you can only assume is a stern look. He refocuses back onto you with a cool stoicism.
Much has happened since I dispatched you on that mission. With Kairos' mandate that only one Archon may rule the tiers, the verdict is now more important than ever. We cannot allow this conquest to descend into total anarchy.
Yeah, I don't think he's an Archon. I could be wrong, I could have forgotten. Somebody leave a comment and elucidate me, but I don't think he's an Archon. Because otherwise he would have wanted to rule over everybody, right?
You backed Graven Ash and his disfavored army at the start of the Civil War.
I did.
I know that you must have been torn in your decision, but I assure you that your loyalty to the Archon isn't in question here. Only your findings will be weighed with their due importance.
Okay. So, what are our options here? The disfavored are more than an army to me, Your Honor. At this point, they really are, right? We did a lot with them, and we went through a lot of stuff with them as well, even saving Graven Ash's daughter and all that. Preventing her from getting killed, and his granddaughter as well. Ashdod is not easy man to follow, but I lent my strength to his cause. What would you know of me? I'll go with this one. They are more than an army to me, Your Honor. Albatrona strikes a proud salute and nods in direction.
Your faithfulness to the Archon does you credit, but let's focus on the testimony. In your professional and objective opinion, which of the two Archons is guilty of sowing the most chaos in the tiers?
Well, I would say the Voices of Nerat, but what I'm wondering now is, since right now we want to either like overpower the existing Archon or kill them, I did have evidence against both of them. So technically maybe I could just tell him to execute both. I don't know, but it sounds cool. But yes, I've been siding with the disfavored the entire time. I'm going to keep at it. So I'm going to say the Voices of Nerat, Archon of Secrets, which I do agree is the more egregious one.
And so the charges are declared. I'm confident you've come with prepared arguments and research, as is expected of your station.
I believe I do. I won't stand here and patiently sit through baseless accusation.
In accordance to Kairos' legal custom, you will state the crimes against the Archon and offer up your evidence. The court will weigh your claims on their merits.
Okay.
I would encourage you to make as many claims as possible. Bringing charges against an Archon is no small matter. They are not accountable to Kairos' laws with the same rigidity as an average citizen, so it may be more difficult to justify their guilt.
Okay. Understood. I won't withhold any legitimate claims from the court.
Provided that you have the evidence to back them, of course. To make a claim lacking evidence will only harm your case in the court's eyes. Is this understood?
Yep, I'll back up my accusation with hard facts. You no doubt recall the categories of infraction to which Archons may be held liable. They are sedition, incompetence, war crimes, and the hoarding of forbidden knowledge. Roguenbauld nods to you. It is not every day that we are called upon to determine guilt on such a scale. Tread lightly.
Then we are ready to begin. State your claims, Fatebinder. You may proceed at your own pace.
He beckons to begin. Okay, so multiple options. I accuse the Archon of sedition most foul. I accuse the Archon of incompetence. Perpetrated vile acts during his campaign. I accuse him of war crimes. Or hoarding forbidden knowledge. So I think he's guilty of all of this. But I'll start this one here. So war crimes. The Voices of Nerat has a tendency to interpret Kairos' laws as he desires, but I hope this practice hasn't spun out of control. Tell me of these war crimes, Fatebinder. Jagged Remedy was conscripting from the Unbroken when his forces were forbidden from the region. I found the log of interrogations and tortures by one foul murmur. He recorded vile acts with his favorite prisoners from before the war. Okay, I think we can give both of these. An infraction on the stalwart territory to which Graven Ash placed his claim. This shows some disregard for the disfavored operation. Do any other war crimes come to mind? Yeah, so we can just give them all the information we have. Disgusting. Nothing less than the full brunt of justice's hammer will avenge my countrymen. Albatronus shakes her head. Murmur's grasp on literacy is uncertain at best. The man couldn't remember the date of his own birth, much less the date of interrogation. Blood mulch trails off as Tunon stares him down. Oops. Shocking. More so than the acts themselves, their brazen disregard for peace, as if the Archon himself mocks us from afar. Do any other war crimes come to mind? I have exhausted my evidence of war crimes, Your Honor. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we can go through all of this. I accuse the Archon of sedition most foul. Sedition. No small matter to weigh against an Archon, but if you believe the Voices of Nerat is colluded with the enemy, then have one. Present your case, Fateminder. The Voices of Nerat gave disfavored battle plans to stalwart defenders. Yes, they did. Bah! As if any credible evidence could be dredged up from that junk heap of a realm. Whatever you found is probably so smeared or torn as to be illegible. Shut up, dude. You found evidence of such a crime? Shocking that the Archon of Secrets would allow any trace to fall in wayward hands, but Stalwart is far from the Archon's reach. Simply fascinating. Any further evidence? Under the Voices' orders, Archean Bronze smuggled iron weapons to the Vendrian Guard. Yup. This all happened very early on. Then the Archon of Secrets' treachery runs deeper than even I imagined. I fear this news harms the very foundation of our offensive. Thank you for delivering it to our attention. Any further evidence? Yes. The Scarlet Chorus aided the Unbroken during the Civil War. I found this favored patrol route on an enemy body, delivered by Chorus agents. The Chorus gang boss swallows as you present the evidence and glances up at Tunon with mounting anxiety. Documentation is rare indeed in a time of war where confusion and disorder reign. The court accepts this evidence of collusion. Further evidence? No. Okay, so incompetence. The Voices of Nerat has suffered charges of incompetence in the past, but always proved himself a capable leader and brilliant strategist. I am curious if your evidence will prove otherwise. Go on, Fatebinder. At the Burning Library, the censor twisted their mission into a sick game. Okay. Mighty Tunon! I was under the impression that an Archon could direct their forces as they saw fit, and that a game was as good as an expedition if it got the job done. Tunon favored 3. Not when valuable wartime resources are at stake, and the Archon stood to lose troops for needless entertainment. Overruled. Kairos takes the knowledge of the Vellum Citadel quite seriously, as do I. If one of the Voices officers reduced their orders to a source of amusement, that reflects poorly on the Archon. Have you any other crimes of incompetence? Nope. He is guilty of hoarding forbidden knowledge. A difficult truth to bring to light. The fact remains that Kairos is the keeper of wisdom across Terratus, and there are avenues of study denied us under a immutable law. If the Archon of Secrets treats this conquest as an opportunity to pillage forbidden knowledge towards his own ends, then it is worth this court's attention. Make your case. The censor sought to claim the Silent Archive for the Voices of Nerat. Yes? Kairos proclaimed the Edict of Fire for a good reason. The sages would not relinquish their dangerous knowledge. Claiming the Silent Archive is an obvious transgression of the Overlord's authority. There is no telling how many recruits were exposed to dangerous lore and will require immediate execution. Holy crap. I wouldn't worry over much, Great Adjudicator. I am sure the censor picked only the most dim and illiterate swine for the task. Not that you'd call bookish types. 2 on favor 2. Unless you can personally vouch for every single recruit who entered the library, it will be up to the court's discretion to decide the magnitude of guilt. Kali nods up to Tunon. Can you voice further evidence that the Archon ordered forbidden knowledge? Nope. Okay. I have made my case the best of my abilities, Your Honor.
Very well. I have weighed your evidence against the charges.
Okay, so we have no more evidence here.
The Court of Tunon the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, and Counsel to Kairos the Overlord, finds the Voices of Nerat guilty of sowing chaos, flaunting his authority, and using a time of war to advance his own twisted ambition. The sentence is death.
Nice! What mockery of a process is this? The charges are all fabrications against my master, and I won't hear of it. The Court of Tunon has ruled, you overripe pustule. I suggest you hold your tongue.
In accordance with Kairos' laws, the court headsman will deliver the verdict and its consequences to our former colleague. I summon Blood and Mark to appear.
Tunon bangs his gavel to the floor. Okay. So what? We can have Blood and Mark go and kill the Voices of Nerat for us? Or maybe the Voices kills him? And that's one less person to worry about? Shadows billow and flare ominously, thicker than blood and deathly seeping and gnashing, eating at the throne room from the farthest edges in, closer and closer, creeping still, until finally for a single held breath, even the air goes black, and the light has been swallowed. And then there is light again, and Blood and Mark, the Archon assassin, standing before you, shrouded in shades and daggers and death. and with white teeth flashing in his mouth as he laughs. Kid, adjudicator, he regards you each, eyes two coals that burn as he speaks. And who will this blade be cutting today? The usual, or someone new? Actually, I'd like to carry out the execution myself. Which I kind of do, right? Because I would like to fight the Voices of Nerat, and not only that, we also have the quest to fight him side by side with Verse. Okay, yeah, so I guess we can have him kill the Voices of Nerat, which is like one less problem, but I would like to carry out the execution myself. We've gained favor with Blood and Mark. Now see, that's what I like about you, kid. You're so malleable. He tips his head to you in farewell and amusement, flourishing a shadowy dagger between his fingers. Don't get yourself killed, or I'll have to clean up after you.
The court has greater need of legal minds than it does of headsmen, but I will allow this predisposition of yours as long as it doesn't conflict with your duties.
Nice.
Deliver this writ to the guilty and execute them with the court's approval. First, there is the matter of the petitioner who so blindly followed their corrupt and reprobate master.
Okay. So we have his okay to kill the Voices of Nerat. The adjudicator turns to attention to this favored and Scarlet Chorus petitioners. Even through his stoic mask, the intensity of his gaze is evident. What can I do for you, mighty Tunon? Blood Mulch winces and takes a cautious step back.
Given the court's findings, I judge you guilty by association
oh,
with the
yeah.
Voices of Nerat. As he perpetrated his crimes, you had the audacity to represent the Scarlet Chorus in this hall of law. What of his fate, student? You proved the Voice's guilt. His servant is yours to dispense with as you see fit.
Honestly, I do not care about Scarlet Chorus at all, and this guy was lying through his teeth anyway to justify what they had done. So execution. His master will join him soon enough.
So it is judged. Nunaval, deliver the sentence elsewhere. No need to dirty the floor with this one's passing, especially while we have matters yet to resolve.
I love that. Return once your duties are completed and the Archon is dead. There is more still to resolve before this conflict reaches a satisfactory end. Tunon regards with an intense, emotionless stare. Do not dally. Okay, so we do not fight him. At least not right now. But he seems... I don't know. Does he seem like he's on our side? Or is he just not really caring too much? Now, one thing I know is that he is apparently in cacophony, right? So, since we have the power to do so, I will go to my mountain spire and I'm going to proclaim an edict on that zone. While making your way through the wilderness, you come upon several dense shrubs liberally dotted with crimson berries. The fruits are plump and ripe, with a thin skin that gives slightly under the pressure of your touch, hinting at the juice within. Identify it. Budding rose, a bush that produces edible berries. These are known aphrodisiac, commonly used in local festivities or festivals. Unfortunately, they're also mildly toxic to practitioners of magic. So what would be the point of even getting this? Carry on. Why would I need an aphrodisiac anyway? Maybe it would raise one of my stats? I don't know. Anyway. We had that amazing edict. Is it in the Stone Sea? Yeah, Stone Sea. So Cacophony is in the Stone Sea. So I would like to proclaim an edict. This one, of Malediction. Plus 15 to all skills, 10 hit precision, 10 grace precision, and they all have this penalty, which sounds just amazing. Costs 500 power, we have 1500, so I shall issue this edict. probably we don't need it, right? But but since we have it and since I researched it, might as well use it. I wonder if this will make me have like a bad ending or something. Okay, so I want to go here because they had researched something regarding the Silent Archive. So I want to see if we get, I don't know, whatever we get. Old water. That's it. Not very interesting, dude. Okay, whatever. So let's go to Cacophony. And we have Verse with us, so we can complete our quest there. And what are we expect here? Holy crap. Okay, that's a lot of people. Cacophony Marketplace, Beastman Pen, the Voices of Nerat is over there. Blood Chanter Camp. I wonder if this would be like our hub if we had sided with the chorus. I mean, I'm gonna make my way straight to the Voices of Nerat, hoping I won't have to kill everything here, because I don't want to kill everything here. Let's just do the regular buffing. I imagine we might not even need that much in terms of buffing for this, but let's see.
Let's have
Wait, you also had this, right? Yeah, you do. This is single target? Single foe, yeah. Okay. Are we done? We're done. Okay, so we have a Blood Chanter and not much else. Stealth up, go. Okay, let's just move in. Oops, move in. Verse, set the Blood Chanter on fire. I can go for Night and Tolling when I'm closer, and you can go for your Arctic round.
You got it.
When they engage, like that. Yep. God damn it. Like that. And you, Iron Tolling somebody.
as you command.
Turn off slow mode. Don't think we need it. They're all dropped already. Start bashing. Move closer. Go and kill people. And let's just try and finish this quickly. Oh, we have our buff right here. Yeah. So we want this, followed by that, followed by this. And I am gonna start debuffing and then killing as well. Fast mode. Jesus Christ. Okay, go in there. Let's test this out.
You got it.
Woo! Scarlet Chorus Rot ability, Spurting Blood. 2-minute cooldown, raw damage, and bleeding for 1 minute. Okay. Okay. Ignores armor. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't think we need buffs for this. As long as we have Arctic ground, I think we're more than
reflexes.
good. What is this? Frenzy. Ah, Wild has wounds. I don't care for that. Okay, so I want to go there. So we have to go up this slope, which I love. You know I love slopes. Let's just have Boric go in front. Okay. Go do this. It's on cooldown, which might prove to be a little bit of a problem. And we are going to set her on fire.
Stand together.
Come on, man. You are wounding him just like that. That's stupid. Put mine up here. Just go and kill people. And you... Let's have you get closer and then stun, probably. Stun like this or something. And then go for that. And then go for this. Mm-hmm.
Someone put me out.
You are taking a lot of damage. They're all prone. Dude, what is this damage he's taking? I just healed him. I just healed him. 46 fire, 49 fire. What the hell is this? Is it the mage fire effect or something? It shouldn't be. Okay, well, we healed him up. That was messy. What the hell? Yeah, look at the damage he's taking. It's these little magic stuff attacks.
I will aid you.
Dude, please. Let's not let him get dropped here, please. Okay, let me do this actually, because I don't like damage we're taking. Go for the Blood Chanter verse, please. Okay, we're all healed up, good. I still have my Arctic round, so there's no need to do this. Let me buff up my characters. Let's go for damage with myself. And then we'll see what we do. Okay, verse goes cure there. Stun them. Verse, come on. Okay, good. Heal Boric. Boric fight. Do that. Kill him. Run away! Confront the Voices of Nerat. Alright. That stupid little archer dude just wounding Boric like that. What is this? Oh. Enemies of the Scarlet Quarters who have not yet earned the spike are left hanging from the cliff wall until death comes for them. Right. So we can rest here if we want. We have more enemies there in case we want to fight them. I mean, do I want to fight them to get some more experience? Maybe? I guess I'll buff a little bit more just in case this happens again. This time I'll give him armor. That's it. Think we're good. Stealth up. Go.
Cautiously.
It's only 3. Bloodhound. Okay, so the problem with the Bloodhounds is they blow up when they die. I'll turn off slow mode. Iron Tolling there. Verse, just go and kill people. And Lantry, you could just stun them for now. They should die very quickly. Do that, then do that.
Nothing.
Bash him.
That's
Let's
in our way.
make this quick. Okay, one died. Back up. I can leave Barik there, I think. Maybe not. Okay, back up. We're good, we're good. He's way too far away from leveling up for this to be worth it. I could level up Lantry. Maybe. Let's just go. He's right over there. Okay. Let me wait for my buffs. Okay, so we're fighting an Archon. He has a lot of stats. 18 fire resistance and 18 corrode resist. It says oh, because he's green right now. He has this buff, he's gonna have a debuff, I'm hoping. Okay. I'm thinking if I want to do something like buffing with consumables, but let's just get the first tries out without any consumables and then we'll see. If we do end up dying, I'll use something. Because we have a lot, right? We have armor penetration, whetstones, we have stuff to increase our armor, we have a bunch of things. But for right now, I just want to see how things go normally. And do I want to give you Gift of the Golem or just have you have Evasion? I think just Evasion is probably better. I somewhat doubt he's gonna be vulnerable to petrification, but I'll try it out. Okay.
Honest. I'd have no other way.
Okay, so we're all buffed. Let's quick save.
Let's be off.
Your campaign ends here, maggot of unreason. We have no intention of joining the uncounted corpses littered in your path.
Uh-huh.
For all the fealty to the disfavored, has the Archon of War ever set you above his northern inbreds? No? He would have sacrificed you 10 times over to save some brain-dead grunt from stubbing his toe. We could have been magnificent together. But instead, we will have your bones fashioned into a scepter, your skin knotted into a belt, and your tongue fed to crows. At least crows know the meaning of respect and gratitude.
I like him a lot, I'll be honest. Deliver writ of execution. No feast today. Only your execution is decreed by the court of Tunon.
You would bend the very laws of Kairos against me?
He snatches the parchment from you and quickly reads it. Steam flies out of every possible hole in his mask.
It would appear even we have not seen all the ways this might unfold. Well played, Archon.
Thank you.
It is a rare treat when we are actually taken by surprise. Your mind will go nicely with our collection.
Dozens of voices laugh in unison as the Archon brandishes his blade.
What an annoyance you turned out to be. Tunon's court has a long history of regurgitating only the most insufferable, conceited agents. You are no exception. And you won't be the first we've dispatched. Attend to us, darlings! There is more than one way to skin a fate binder, and we will show you as many as possible.
He readies to attack. So he's gonna have allies. Or maybe he's speaking to his own voices.
Come, gather around and watch us destroy the fate binder.
That's buff timer going away.
I am a shield wall.
Hey! Pause the game, goddammit. Let me see here. Okay, so he does have the debuff. Cool. We planned for this. Our buffs are kind of halfway gone, which sucks. So let's see. Currently he does nothing special. He has an audience. I'm guessing they're gonna join the fight at some point. I'm also guessing he's some kind of spellcaster, so I don't want to have people bunched up to not take AoE in the face. So I would do something like have Barik over here, Verse over there, and then the two of us like spread like this, like me over there and him over there. I'll also start with Iron Tolling. You can start with this. What do you do? Oh, what do we have here, by the way? Protected by Lantry. Passage of Hours. Foe target versus magic. Slowed for a long time. I could start with this, maybe. Magic defenses would also not be bad at all. I am gonna start with this, actually. Okay. Then we have Gift of Moments. But that makes him, like, invulnerable, not doing anything. Second Breath. We have Watch Your Judgment. Okay. Slowing the sands, it's only one per rest. Okay, so you do that. And what am I doing? Ah, we're going for the Iron Tolling, I guess, with my main character here.
Unto myself.
So let's go over... Ooh, he has some kind of aura. Okay, so Iron Tolling on him. Make sure he's taunted onto Barik. He is immune to taunted. Okay. We're critically hitting him. We have precision, nice, for very nice damage. I'm guessing he's gonna have a lot of HP. Now, we have this, which applies damage over time effect. But I want Verse to go over there first. Okay, so Barik will go and break the wall and follow that up with Striking Iron. We have our buff here. So I think I'm gonna try and debuff him as much as possible before I start doing damage. So I would mark him. Fragmented Mind, Horatia. Oh, does he summon someone? That would be interesting. Okay, I'll try to silence him. I'm guessing he's gonna be immune to silence as well, but let's try it out. And then slow him down. And then likely go for... Well, let's see if he's immune to petrification as well. And Lantry... I would say... Let's buff the party over here. We discovered something, that's cool. Yeah, he summoned someone. The Fragment of Horatia. Her stats are kinda sucky. So let's have you try and knock him prone. It also tests if he's immune to prone or something. Followed up by a Fury's Embrace, followed up by a Skewer.
You got it.
What are you doing, Lantry? Move. Dude, move. Oh, thank you. Okay, so he's weakened, he's silenced, and he is marked. So he can be silenced, and we crit him as well, so 210 seconds without casting. I can see if he's immune to prone by doing something else as well. Doing this. Maybe bring that bitch down as well. Immune to prone, immune to stunned. Okay. What did he do? Oh, Barik is confused. For 10 seconds. It's not something I'm too worried about. We still have Verse over there. But he did get sundered. So Barik was able to get the breaking the wall on him. It does suck that he's confused, however. But let's see how this plays out. Okay, she did get knocked prone. Perfect. He's bleeding. I can buff both of you, so I will do that. Ah! Sorry, I got scared. What is that? What is he doing? Summon personality, Fabium. I see. Are you still confused? Yeah, 7 seconds. Dude, he is taking so much damage from Verse. He has so much HP as well. Holy crap. Yeah, but that's a cool ability that she was doing there. Flash to stone. Immune to what? I can't see. I can't actually see. Oh, okay, he's almost half. Let's start debuffing. She got knocked prone again. Perfect. I'm gonna go for an arc spell of the frost thingy. Follow it up with some fireballs. Follow it up with some rhyme spikes, and then just some jolts to shock. Not really for the stun, because it cannot be stunned. Now immune to prone, immune to taunted. It did not say immune to petrification, so I'm guessing I missed. Flesh to stone. Missed. Okay, rolled a 4. I'll try it out again. Okay, Verse is doing decent damage. I'm liking it. Immune to prone, immune to taunted. Are you back? You're back. Okay, so get over there. Bash him in the face. Verse can taunt quite decently because she's very, very highly buffed here. So I'm not that worried about her being taunting right now. We killed that bitch. Lantry, let's go and Watcher's Judgment on him. Spell breached, landed, good. Oh, hamstring. He's below half HP right now. Let's do this and follow it up with this. I should rebuff as well, shouldn't I? You still have mirror image. Okay, so she's still good, actually. Okay, he got the thingy done. Go over there. Can you run away? You can. Let me see if he can focus back on Barik once more. Let's do this while we're here.
On your knees, worm!
Okay, we're buffed up. Let's disable him once more. Or debuff him once more, I should say. And try to petrify him, see if it works. You go for that.
I will aid you.
Buff again. Buff with this, since we're here, why not? Fragmented Mind, Brannick. So one more summon. We have one more Arctic round for this. It's taking a very decent amount of damage. Oh, he's almost dead. He's gonna have a second phase, isn't he? Because this has been quite easy thus far.
You got it.
Help?
It will help. So let's stun him, actually. But level up. Okay, immune to petrified. So what I'm thinking is, if I'm gonna be fighting more of these people, there's no point in me taking stuff like flesh to stone. There's even an argument to not taking Jolt, because he's also immune to stun. Arctic Ground can be cool if they summon more people, though. So I do like that still. Let's put this here to mark both of them and drop him. Versus going on the offensive. We're gonna go for a bash like that.
Ash protects.
Fall down. Good. Oh, you are prone for a very long time, aren't you? 10 seconds. Do I care? I kinda care, don't I? So I'm gonna use the thing that removes hostile effect. I'm not sure if it removes prone, but we're gonna find out. Refuse pain. And then rebuff verse there. And then go for damage on them. Because the one... It did remove the thing. Cool. I was gonna say... I'll say it once the fight is over, actually.
Consider it done.
Fall before me.
Which it is. This was a very easy fight. There was even no phase 2. Okay. I was going to say... Because one important thing about fights like this, where the enemy has so much HP, the most important source of damage in this fight is not going to be the spellcasters ever. Because we are restricted by cooldowns. I can do a lot of damage, but not as much as a consistent DPS character like Verse, for example. So she is my most important character in a fight like this. She will be constantly dishing out damage. So the most important part is keeping her up, alive, keeping her buffed, and if we can take out ads during the fight, all the better. Are you not gonna give up? Really? We have to kill him. Okay. Do the nice cool spell there. Toss a heal just because. Yeah, but he is the...
Approach us, you insignificant little morsel. We would have a word with you.
The Archon clutches at his robes, the tears of which shine with dim green flame. I think I should plug my ears so he doesn't infect me with something, but I want to see what he has to say. Say what you would, creature.
Whatever the thoughtless rabble may whisper about this moment, don't delude yourself into thinking you are powerful, that you matter, or that someone out there isn't greater still. We came from nothing. Our deeds defined us to the people, and the people knew us as a monster. Did you imagine we were always flames, voices, and secrets? Think on that. You Archon of misguided decisions.
I could never become like you.
Couldn't you? How much you've changed since this war began. Imagine if you subjected that same pressure to centuries of time. We don't have to wonder, but you do. You have all the time in the world.
Something about this strikes the Voices as funny. He begins to laugh. Short bursts develop into violent, uncontrollable spasms of insane joy. The Voices lets his hands fall from his robes, the very flames that define him as a shapeless being whip into a frenzy, consuming him as they burn. You hear a distant, incoherent chorus of screams in the back of your head, but as quickly as it rises, it fades to silence. The Archon of Secrets distinguished before your eyes.
No!
Bitch.
We were so close!
Good riddance, asshole. Shouldn't have screwed with me and my sisters.
There we go. She kicks a smoldering pile of ashen rags.
So much knowledge was in that hive of a creature.
If Nerat weren't such a wanton monster, I'd almost shed a tear for his passing. Just think of how many tomes his minds could have filled. Though I suppose most of it would have been sketches of torture and fornication.
Is that thing finally dead? I'm actually asking because it was difficult enough to tell it was alive. Okay, so... they're cheating me on? They're actually happy that I killed the Voices of Nerat? Okay.
Of course.
So he dropped something. Ooh, +1 quickness, nice. I might actually give this to her, because of the reasoning we had just before. Sure. Ooh, he drops 2 masterwork weapons. Gentle Touch, a masterwork slashing and piercing weapon, I'm guessing a sword. Very cool looking as well. Annihilation, 25% extra to critical damage multiplier, that's very good. On a crit, bleeding, and it's also sharp. So 5% hit precision, that is very good. That is very good. The Voices of Nerat's curved and serrated blade is elegant in spite of its wicked appearance. Considerable effort has gone into the uniformity of each of the tooth-like notches, suggesting the devotion and intentionality of a true artist. All the same, merely holding the blade overwhelms you with the reality that this instrument has caused suffering over an unimaginable scale. This sword's name would suggest mercy and restraint, but it would be mercy to strike a victim down at once, and restraint would only prolong suffering at the tip of his blade. Better to deliver death quickly than with a gentle touch. Okay. And Final Scream. It is a mace. Decent damage, 35-47 here. Reverb Renown. It's an artifact. On a weapon crit, damage deals of a random type versus dodge. It has a radius, so it's an AoE as well. Okay. Raise Final Scream into the air and unleash a chaotic explosion of energy. All nearby enemies are pushed back, dazed and confused. Duration of affliction scales with the Final Scream's renown. Okay. So, these are actually kind of perfect weapons for Verse. I mean, I'm not sure if I want to give up my Dauntless. Because what this does is, it's not very impressive damage compared to the other ones. On a weapon critted Daze, which I don't care about, and Stalwart Surge, which I never used because I kept forgetting, stuns people in AoE, which, if this guy was immune, I imagine the other ones will be as well. Then I also have Titan's Knuckle, which gives me 1 more might. A lot of damage. Okay, let's see. Why doesn't it compare to Dauntless? Oh, because it's exactly the same thing as Dauntless, except better. With Annihilation, Jagged and Sharp. Okay, that's an easy swap. And looking at these two here, we have we have the same damage as Titan's Knuckle, except we have Reverberate. I think I prefer the extra might from Titan's Knuckle, but since this is the weapon of Nerat, I kind of want to use it.
Hey, this looks fun.
Yeah, she likes it. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool.
Got them in my sights.
Okay, so yeah, Lantry leveled up doing all that. He is somewhat close to leveling up, but not really. So where do we stand? Speak with Tunon at this court. We have delivered the writ of judgment. Sorry. We have delivered the writ of execution and the Archon is dead. Return to the Bastard City as Tunon as requested. Okay. So I think right now, since I have judged between Graven Ash and the Voices of Nerat, I think I would go to Graven Ash first. Oh. We can also inform him of our victory. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nobody else here is hostile.
Negative, Fatebinder.
They are now friendly or neutral, I'm guessing. Yeah, I don't want to rest. It's kind of unfortunate he has a wound, but that wound is not going to make a difference. I prefer my buffs.
Negative, Fatebinder.
What else do we have here? Supplies. The Beastman pen. Don't care about that.
I cannot.
Okay, cool. Well, that's one Archon down. I was expecting to gain power from that, but I mean, we did get some power out of getting the new artifact, so that somewhat counts, I suppose. But yeah, I think we're gonna end the episode here, my friends. I don't know how much else is left of the game, but I feel like we're getting close to the end. We only have these two for Graven Ash and then this one for Tunon. I would like to get Graven Ash to just join me and not have to fight him, since we sided with the Disfavored and we helped the Disfavored and him the entire playthrough. But let's see what options we have. This is for level up, right? Level up as well. The Final Scream. Okay. We have 13 new things at our forge. It's probably just ingots and stuff. Okay. So yeah, as always, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here with me on the channel, watching some Tyranny. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Questions, suggestions, if you want to share your own experiences about the Voices of Nerat, or if you've done this fight before, leave a comment below. I would love to read about it. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. It is also a free and easy way to support the channel. I hope to see you all in the next episode, and until then, stay safe, everyone.